Hi YouTube, I have been gone for a long time, so I'm just hoping somebody remembers my channel and comes in my little live stream, so I will get myself set up while I wait for y'all to come in. Let's see here. That's all. Hi Brown Dwarf, thank you for coming in. How have you been? I've been gone from YouTube for like 2 weeks because I have not felt well, but I am back and I'm here, and I hope that we can have a good little discussion today. I have my tea and my juice ready. I've had a horrible cold, so I'm here ready to get things going. Let me get myself ready so that I can see comments as they come in. Like I said, if anybody remembers my little channel here, let's see here. You've been busy. Thank you. I am feeling better. I'm not feeling great, but I am feeling better. Oh my God, Spammy, I'm so glad you came because you will be so proud of me because I am drinking tea today, darling. You see, it's not Yorkshire tea, but it's tea, darling. I got my tea in my cup here because I have not been feeling so clever, as you might say. I'm so proud of you. I see you are like almost at your goal. I'm so proud. So look, y'all. This is going to be an interesting live stream today because we're doing a little bit of everything. This would normally be the second Sunday support stream, but y'all know in this live stream, it's always I'm trying so hard. Oh yeah, you're gonna get there. You're gonna be there definitely before year's end. I think you'll be there before the month is over, Sammy. I really do. Um, yeah. So y'all know always, always. Hey, hey, Miss Rowdy Chica, our resident college girl. Um, okay, so always, always, always feel free to support each other, promote your channels, let other people know, what your channel is about. That's always, always, always in my live stream. That's always. So we're going to be doing a little bit of that. I don't have my notes the way that I usually have them because I have been sick on my ass for about 2 weeks now. But I saw so much stuff going on that I wanted to talk about. So I might need y'all to help me out a little bit this week. But we're going to get through this. So I'm going to tell you what I'm planning on talking about. And we're going to take the first 5 minutes like we always do. Introduce your channels. Let us know what your channel is about. Maybe you'll get some support. Support of the channel. Let them know you're supporting them. You'll probably get some support back. And we're going to do that. I have my tea and my grapefruit juice with me to help me get through this live stream because my voice is not 100% back. But I just had to come on, you guys. It's been, I missed 2 live streams. So I'm here. We're here. And I'm so glad y'all are here. And thank you for the thumbs up, whoever gave me that thumbs up. And so let's do this. So a few things I wanted to discuss. Hey, American Copperhead. Very good on everything. I know we will not get into the particulars, but thank you so much for reaching out to me on Twitter. And just let me know you miss me and let me know you'd be here when I got back. I appreciate that because y'all know, everybody here who for sure who has a channel, y'all know how hard it is to grow your channel, get a loyal following, and it's so easy to lose people. Hey, you're not ready. I haven't been here in a couple of weeks, but I'm back today. It's easy to lose people, when you're not consistent, and that was one thing that I was working on really being. It was consistent. And then I got sick, and you kind of feel like, man, are people going to remember you? Are people going to care when you come back? Because it's like millions of channels that people can watch, on YouTube. And so it's like, okay, are they going to stick with me? Are they going to come back to me? Hey, gorgeous JC, I am very happy to see you in here. Rocco, sit down. My dog has been at my side. Hey, Orozco's family. Rocco, stop. Lay down. Wait, here. Come here. Come and say hi. Hey, Deshaun. Come here. Jump up. Say hi. Come here. Sammy's saying hi to you. Come here. Come say hi to her. Ouch. Say hi, Sammy. I'm being annoying to my mommy. Okay, now get down. So look, y'all, here's what we're going to talk about today. Hey, Doron, thank you for coming in. I appreciate everybody so much for being here, y'all. Okay, we're past the 5-minute mark. Keep promoting your channels. Keep supporting other channels. Y'all keep that going. Y'all know I love that. So let me, American Copperhead says you're a cutie, and she has German Shepherd, so you must be cute. Okay, High Plants time. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate it. I appreciate all of y'all for being here and coming back for me, because I've been gone for so long. So let me just tell you what I want to get into today, in no particular order, and I don't have a lot of notes because I've been sick. Rocco, go lay down. Leave me alone right now. He's been all over me since I've been sick. Okay, so I want to talk about the Bobby Brown story. If y'all saw that, let me know. Just type Bobby in the chat if you watched that movie. I want to talk about this whole Cardi B versus Nicki Minaj scene that they caused at the Harper's Bazaar party at Fashion Week in New York. We'll talk about the deaths that happened this week. We had Mac Miller dying, and oh my God, Burt Reynolds, and oh, you haven't seen part 2 yet. Okay, part 2 was really rushed, Deshaun, but I want you to see for yourself, and I would like to know what you think about it. And the man who played Major Healy, I don't remember his name. I saw that he died. Hey, Happy Lux, and I just like I said, y'all, I didn't take notes, so this is gonna be a very interesting live stream. We're just going to see what happens. Let's see here. We're going to talk about Eminem versus Machine Gun Kelly and this beef that has gotten started since Eminem released his new album. And we're going to talk about Jeffrey Owens, the Cosby Show actor who was shamed for working a job this week. And we're going to talk about Aretha Franklin's funeral. It didn't happen this week, but I've been gone for so long. I wanted to discuss some things that happened. I've been so busy, I don't know if I'll be able. Okay, well then, yeah. If you get a chance, watch it. It was interesting, but it was rushed, in my opinion. Hey, me and these curls. Oh my God, how are you doing? Okay, I have not been on YouTube in like 2 weeks, and so I'm just glad to see everybody's faces up in here. It means a lot to me that y'all came today. We're gonna talk about NBA YoungBoy. He's a little rapper that we talked about at the end of last year, that I think none of us had heard of, but we talked about him because he was beating on his girlfriend, and there's an update with that story. We're going to talk about Gloria Govan versus Matt Barnes and their issues that they had that basically she started. And we're going to talk about Nike selecting Colin Kaepernick for their 30-year anniversary campaign. So, looks like nobody watched the Bobby Brown movie. I guess Deshaun on the track saw the first part, and that was it. So, unless I get some people who saw that, we'll skip over that. What about, okay, let's go on and do what we usually do. Y'all, as always, promote your channels, support other channels, let them know you're supporting them. You probably get some support back. That is always, always, always a standard in this stream. Mac Miller, hey, Daquan Farrington, Mac Miller died. Okay, so I had not heard of Mac Miller before he died. I understand that he was a pretty popular rapper. Y'all know that I'm not up on my new school rappers. I don't know who they are. So just because I don't know him doesn't mean that he wasn't important. I just didn't know him. So, yeah, okay, good. I'm not the only one. Let me know if you already knew who he was, if you had favorite song by him or something. Let me know. But I had not heard of the man before he died. I just saw that, the music world was mourning the loss of Mac Miller. Did you like his music, me and these curls? I see you said that you knew who he was. I did not. And so, still very sad. Hey, BioX1, how are you doing? I didn't know about him until someone at my job told me. Yeah, I was on Twitter and I'm like, saw people were very upset about it. I saw his name trending, but I was like, okay, who is he? I know that he died of a drug overdose. I don't know what kind of drug he died from overdosing on. If you happen to know that, then put that in the chat and we can talk about that. But I hope that these young rappers take his death as a wake-up call, because it seems like everybody is using drugs. Not everybody, but a lot of these younger entertainers these days are using drugs, especially the ones in the music industry. You know, we had the story of what's her name? Spammy, your first concert, that girl overdosing. I can't think of her name now. Let's see here. Same here. I knew who he was, but for these most of the new rappers, I don't know who they are because I don't like new rap music past the late 2000s. Just whack. I tell you, that's how I feel too. I just don't make it a point to keep up. Let's see here. I knew Mac Miller, but never listened to his songs. But sucks. Yeah, sucks if what happens exactly. The drug culture in the music industry is high. I'm sure, no pun intended. Let's see. I think it's crazy. A lot of drug abuse going on in the industry. Yeah. And it's like nobody hides it anymore. It's like, okay, when okay, y'all know I'm 41 years old, and it was like when I was coming up, if people had a drug problem, that was something that they hid. Like you found out years later, like after they died from an overdose, or if someone made a story about their movie. But like now, it's just like I do drugs, I get high, I do this, and like everybody, publicizes the fact that, hey, I use drugs. And so I hope that these young rappers who are out there, who are sad, who are mourning his loss, who also use drugs, will take heed and just say, okay, maybe I need to slow my lifestyle down a little bit. And so anyway, very sad to see that happen to anyone. Again, I don't know who he is, but I also saw that, no, not in my early 30s, but I appreciate it, BioX1. I also saw that Rocco, go lay down. Rocco was really trying to crowd my space today, y'all. I also saw that he used to date Ariana Grande, which I know her name and I know her face now when I see her. I don't know any of her music. Hey, Slick, how are you doing? Thank you for coming in. I don't know her songs or anything, but I know that she can sing. And I know that Mariah Carey seemed really threatened by her when she first came out because people were saying like she was a young Mariah Carey or whatever. In the past, rappers talk about money, chasing women, maybe smoking weed, maybe a little alcohol, Duran, I agree. But now it's like nothing's off limits. And so now I know that, okay, he was with Ariana Grande. Don't know much about her, but I'm seeing that people are like, or were going to her Instagram and blaming her for his death because she broke up with him, and I guess she moved on pretty quickly and got engaged to somebody else. And to the point where she had to turn off her comments on her Instagram because people were just trolling her. Let's see here. I don't know about white suburban kids, but when I was growing up in the hood, if you did anything other than weed, they was going to pick on you. Okay, and I'll get back. But yeah. Okay, I'll talk about Nicki and Cardi later. But yeah, it's really crazy to me though how widely accepted drug use seems to be in the music industry now. I don't know. It's crazy, but I hate that Ariana Grande is getting blamed for his overdose somehow. That's a grown ass man. She's a grown young lady, and being saddled with a drug dealer as a significant other, whether it's just a boyfriend girlfriend situation or a spouse or whatever, that's a lot. So if she knew that, saw the warning signs, put up with as much as she could put up with and got out, then that's her business. I don't think that people need to be, blaming her, putting that kind of pressure on a young lady. It's not like they were married, not like they have any children together. She had no reason to stay with him. Me and these girls, you can't help someone who's addicted to drugs unless they want to help themselves. Absolutely. Yeah, thank you, Spammy. I don't know, the girl or whatever, but that's not her fault. And it's just disgusting to me that people feel entitled to crowd her comment section and blame her for his death. It's just stupid. So again, let's go in and get the deaths out of the way. Burt Reynolds passed away at 82 years old. I didn't know how old he was when he passed away. I always thought that he was a good-looking man. Um, Never like super duper duper crazy about him or anything, but it's sad that he's gone. I remember I was very young when Burt was popular in the 80s, and let's see here, Bio One. I don't really think it was Grande's fault. Bad relationships happen. Yeah, I feel that way. Doran says Mac Miller had a choice not to take drugs, but instead of blaming people, we need as a society we need to take the issue seriously. Yeah. Yeah, I 100% agree. And yeah, he was 82 years old. I remember hearing about him and Lonnie Anderson when I was younger, them being an item. And I guess before him and Lonnie Anderson were an item, him and Sally Fields were an item because they were in some really popular movie together. Y'all know I'm not the movie buff, but apparently whatever that movie is that he was in with Sally Fields, like a classic movie, and everybody in the world has seen it except for me. But anyway, just rest in peace to Burt Reynolds. 82 is not a bad run. It seems a little bit young to me just because these days people tend to live longer. People in my family live long. For us to live into our 90s and 100s is not uncommon at all. So 82 does seem a little bit young, but yeah, not a bad run. So rest in peace to him. And then also, y'all, I don't remember the man's name, but I saw that the actor who played Major Healy in Smokey and the Bandit. That's what it. Thank you, American Copperhead. When you put the Bandit, that reminded me of the title. Thank you, Smokey and the Bandit. What else? I don't know. Like I said, the man's name. I've been in the bed for 2 weeks. So the man who played Major Healy on I Dream of Jeannie died, I believe, at the age of 91. So again, not a bad run. And I used to like I Dream of Jeannie. I used to always wonder, because I was, I'm old, but I'm not so old that I saw the original shows when they were running. But when I was a little girl, I used to wonder which show came first. Was it Bewitched or I Dream of Jeannie? Because they seemed very, very similar to me. And it turns out that Bewitched came first. So I did get, whatever. And I just happened to learn that, like, while I was sick, because Matthew was watching these, Uno was watching these True Hollywood stories about different TV series, and we watched the one about Bewitched, and then it's, kind of showed that other people were trying to capitalize on a similar type of idea. So I think that maybe NBC had Bewitched, and then CBS did the I Dream of Jeannie after that, So anyway, congratulations to Sean. And I am also eligible for my monetization. I was eligible before I got sick. That was a milestone that I made for my channel about 3 weeks ago, I guess. And I have not applied for my monetization yet, but I am eligible. So thank you all for watching me and supporting me and helping me reach my watch time. I mean, all I need y'all to do is watch, and y'all do, and so I thank you all for that. I appreciate you all, and I'll make that decision on whether or not I'm going to have my channel monetized. Thank you, Duran. I appreciate it. And so again, we all want to reach these milestones, so don't forget, y'all, promote your channels when you're in this live stream. That's always fine with me. Support the channels, let them know you're supporting them, and hopefully they'll support you back. I appreciate every last one of you. I really, really do. Thank you for the views. Thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you for commenting in the chat even today. Thank you just for coming back today, because I know I've been gone for a long time. Let's quickly talk about this Eminem versus MGK, Machine Gun Kelly. Hold on. Okay, cool, Duran, and I hope you get there. I hope you will get there. I think you'll hit 500 before the year's over, and that was your goal too, I think, you and Spamming. Hey, Ice Rose, thank you for coming in. So Eminem and this rapper Machine Gun Kelly, somebody else I hadn't heard of until Eminem was beefing with him. Apparently Eminem released, hey, animation's real? Oh my gosh, I'm so glad to see you. I almost wore your t-shirt today. Email me all of your links and stuff, because I got my charger for my computer back since I've been gone, and so now I can put all the links in the chat myself. I can do all that stuff. I don't need my moderators to do things for me. So email me your stuff if you want to. If you want to do it on this stream, then that's fine. I'll take a look, and I can drop links into the chat so that we can support each other in different ways. So let's see here. Yeah, I'm back on track with my computer. So let's see here. Eminem and Machine Gun Kelly. Machine Gun Kelly, another white rapper I had never heard of until Eminem released this new CD. Y'all see how old I am? Anyway, this new album of his, and he was saying that white on white crime, exactly, right? And apparently Eminem had some things to say about a whole lot of rappers. I remember Joe Budden had some things to say. He got on his podcast and basically said that he's a way better rapper than Eminem, in response to whatever the fuck Eminem said on this. Y'all are silly, white on white crime, white on white beefs. But yeah, so Machine Gun Kelly, whatever it was that Eminem had to say about him, Machine Gun Kelly went and recorded a diss track that apparently now Eminem is going to answer with his own full diss track. And so this might be a thing, you guys. Hey, Nathan likes drums. Thanks for coming in. I appreciate it. So we'll see what this blows up into. But apparently the genesis of the issues that Eminem and Machine Gun Kelly have started with Machine Gun Kelly because he tweeted something about Eminem's daughter being fucking hot. I believe was the way that he said it. He said something about Haley, whatever his daughter's name is. Lay down, Rocco. Rocco is being so annoying, y'all. He's been all up under me since I've been sick. Apparently, Machine Gun Kelly tweeted something like, Hallie is fucking hot and Eminem is still the rap god or something like that. He said that she was hot, and he also gave Eminem his props. And so, Rocco, lay down. You're getting on mommy's nerves right now. I'm trying to get this stuff done. You know I haven't done a live stream in 2 weeks. Cooperate with mommy. See, lay down and go sheep like Sammy. Okay, so yeah. Okay, so anyway, Machine Gun Kelly sent this tweet, and I guess that made Eminem upset. It was a little bit out of line because, yeah, like Animation was saying, she was 16 years old, and I think Machine Gun Kelly's like 23, or was 23 at the time. Yeah, or I think, it didn't happen that long ago, so I think she's 16, he's 23. And I get it, but let's also look at Mr. Eminem, right? Because I would say a very, very similar thing happened with his self and one Christina Aguilera. I don't know if y'all remember I don't remember the song that it was, but remember like when Eminem was kind of like coming up really, really big, really, really crazy. That was when TRL was still a thing, like in the early 2000s, I guess, maybe mid 2000s. And he had that lyric about Christina Aguilera sitting in between Carson Daly and Fred Durst, and which one is she going to give head to first? So, in my opinion, that lyric is much more disgusting than anything that Machine Gun Kelly put in that tweet, just to say that his daughter was fucking hot. If he'd have left the fucking out of it, I really wouldn't have seen a problem with the tweet at all. But Eminem, I think, he's a bit of a hypocrite on this. He, was grown at the time. He was in his 30s, and Christina Aguilera was, I think, 18 or 19 years old when he's doing that. And so you look at the age difference, and it's similar. Machine Gun Kelly being 23 and Eminem's daughter being 16. Then at that time, I guess Christina Aguilera would have been about 18, 19 years old, and actually Eminem would have been I think that he's 45, she's 37. Okay, so yeah, about 8 years, about an 8 year difference between them. So not feeling Eminem and his hypocrisy. And then when Machine Gun Kelly recorded his diss, he said that basically Eminem is out here trying to blackball him. And I think that that's not Slim Shady. That's just shady. Are you really that much in your panties over a tweet, Eminem? And I don't think that he is. In my opinion, to me, Eminem is looking a lot like I feel Nicki Minaj is looking toward Cardi B. Rather than kind of like embracing these new young white rappers and taking them under his wing and being like, hey, this is the game and this is how you navigate this game being a white man. I think that he's threatened, and I feel like he wants to be the only white man in the rap game. Like he wants to be the name in the rap game. Like Nicki Minaj, she's fine to collaborate with other men, but other women, no. Like she finally put Foxy Brown on a track on this newest album that she has, but she's trash, and it's not like Foxy Brown is competition for her. She saw Cardi B as competition, so she tried to do things to eliminate her, like apparently she did with Remy Ma. And I feel the same way about Eminem as far as this Machine Gun Kelly thing is concerned. I feel like he wants to be the white guy in the rap industry, and he doesn't want to move over and make room for um hmm I just got some kind of email. Okay, I'm sorry. He doesn't want to move over and make room for the new young white guys who are coming in. That's how I feel about him. I think he's just being shady. I think he's being insecure. Um, and I just think it's a bad look. I think it's a very bad and hypocritical look for him. So I'm not feeling Eminem on this, but we'll see. He's apparently going to record a diss track, and we'll see where it goes. I've always been a fan of Eminem's lyricism. I hate his voice. His voice is very annoying to me, but I do think that he's one of the best freestyles I've probably ever seen. Let Rocco out of here because he's getting on my nerves and he's standing at the door. So maybe he'll go and come on, get out, go and be free. Okay. And I'm sure he's just standing on the other side of the door looking stupid now. Eminem is dope. MGK is cool. Plenty of room in the game. Yeah, and that's how I feel like there's room for everyone to get money. Like, I don't feel like anyone needs to blackball anyone or try to, play games to, mess up somebody's money. And so to me, Eminem is just looking really insecure about his position in the game right now, maybe. I don't know. Tell me what y'all think about it. Whew. Okay. Jeffrey Owens, who is old enough to remember The Cosby Show. And Jeffrey Owens, who played Alvin Thibodeau on The Cosby Show. Again, y'all, I have topics, but I don't have like real notes this week. So I'm just kind of going by the things that I saw. You're okay. I'm glad I'm not alone. So, yeah, Alvin Thibodeau, Jeffrey Owens is the actor who played Alvin Thibodeau on The Cosby Show. His character was married to their oldest daughter, Sandra. I believe on the show he was a Princeton graduate, and him and Sandra, or was it just him? He dropped out of law school so that they could work at a wilderness store, and oh, he check out the video where he imitated. Okay, I'll check that out. Animation's real. So, and I think that it's funny now because in real life, the actor he did graduate from Yale, and he's working, at this grocery store. So, what happened for the people who don't know, and I think that everybody probably knows by now, that there was a woman who saw him inside of a Trader Joe's. Apparently, she was the security guard's wife. So it's two women. It's a lesbian. She's half of a lesbian couple. She saw him, and her name is Karma, by the way. The lady's name is Karma. She saw Jeffrey Owens working at a Trader Joe's in New Jersey, and she decided to take a photograph of him. And I believe that she sold the photograph to Daily Mail for $200. And then Fox News got a hold of the picture and aired the story about this former, Cosby Show actor, this former celebrity working at Trader Joe's, and they were job shaming him. If that's the thing, they were shaming him for working a regular job. How could this former celebrity, oh my gosh, be working this menial, rinky-dink job as a cashier at Trader Joe's? And so he came out to defend himself and basically said, that all work is honorable, that there's no such thing as a bad job, that one job is not better than another, one job is not worse than the other. He liked the job because he still does act from time to time, and it seems like he's doing a lot of stage acting, but that job allows him the flexibility that he needs to go on auditions. And so he's basically just defending himself on why he's working this job after people were job shaming him. And it was nice to see, though, that there were so many celebrities who came out in support of him and who talked about the jobs that they have worked, before they got into their careers, and even after they had a big gig and had to get on their feet again. Well, I did this and I did that. And it was and then I saw that Terry Crews said that after he was in the NFL, he was basically working as a janitor until he was able to start acting again. It's like there's no shame in doing what you need to do to support your family, whatever it is, as long as it's legal. Like, I mean, shame him if you see him on the corner selling crack. Shame him if you see him on the corner selling ass or something like that, but not for, checking people out at Trader Joe's, putting groceries in a bag. So what? So I was really, really glad to see that he had so much support. And I was also very glad to see that the lady who snapped the picture got dragged by social media. And now she's saying she regrets that she ever did it. I'm like, yeah, you regret it because because people are showing you what an ass you are. If everybody would have been just laughing at him and he would have become a laughing stock, in social media or in, tabloid magazines, and you wouldn't be coming out with any kind of apology or any kind of statement saying that you regret a damn thing. You thought you were being funny. You thought that people were going to be laughing at him like you obviously were in your own head. And so now, since people didn't do that, and ironically her name is Karma, but and he's also gotten some job offers. And I did see that Tyler Perry offered him a role on the Have and Have Nots. I'm not a Tyler Perry fan at all, but I do appreciate the fact that he offered this man a job. And I saw Jeffrey Owens' interview on Good Morning America, and he said that he didn't want anyone to just give him anything. He didn't want anyone to just give him a job. But if out of this situation came some opportunities for some auditions, then he would certainly take that, now that his name is out there again. So I was surprised because I heard that he did take the Tyler Perry offer and that he'll be doing 10 episodes on the Have and the Have Nots, which I will never see. I just don't support Tyler Perry like that. But I do think that it's great. My feelings about Tyler Perry aside, I think that it's great that Tyler Perry offered him this opportunity. So I just think that he needs to maybe take some hints from Monique and be sure that he's keeping all his records and be sure that the money is straight. But good for him though. And I saw that Nicki Minaj offered him $25,000. I don't know that he accepted that money or not. Animation's real. Because he did in that interview seem very proud, and he should be. He's had a good career as an actor, and he's an Ivy League educated man. So I don't know that he accepted her money. If y'all know differently, let me know. because I didn't even think he was going to accept that Tyler Perry offer. I thought that he was going to just like start accepting auditions and then seeing from there. But I don't blame him. If he can do something to get on his feet more quickly, then good for him. Yeah, I don't say that he's any kind of liar or sellout or whatever for just taking the Tyler Perry job. So um, let's see. Yeah, I guess that's it about that. Do y'all have any thoughts on Jeffrey Owens? Um, I'm trying to think if there's anything that I wanted to talk about regarding. Oh, okay. So yeah, regarding the Cosby Show, I was gonna say he said that he's been working at Trader Joe for the last 15 months, and if you think about it, um, look at how long it's probably been since the Cosby Show has been pulled from the air because of the actions of Mr. Bill Cosby. So now those actors are not getting those residual checks. And so it's probably, hi, hon.
Hello.
How are you doing?
I am hot and muggy.
You're hot and muggy.
It is so hot and muggy outside.
It's really, I'm surprised. Uno is here. That's who I'm talking to.
Should I say hello?
You can say hello if you would like.
Hello, everybody. And Rocco says hi too.
Rocco's been saying a lot since I've been on here. He's been getting on my damn nerves.
Come here, boy.
Okay, well you go.
Okay, all right, let's go. Get out.
Take him.
Come on, go.
Take him out. Oh, they're saying hi. Gorgeous JC said hi, and American Copperhead said hi.
American Copperhead. I like that name.
Gorgeous JC also.
Huh?
Gorgeous JC also said hi.
I can't say she's gorgeous. My girl.
It's a he.
Oh. Well, I'm for sure. You
can say hello.
What up? Hey, just whatever.
Get Rocco out of here. He's got bad energy.
Shut up.
He does. He's being annoying.
She's so sad.
She is sad. Sammy's her baby
daddy.
Her baby daddy died today. My other pit bull. He said, "What up, though, Uno?" My other pit bull. Her baby daddy died today. So I think that I feel like she knows, and she's just sad. She always seems kind of sad, but we think that she's sad because of that. Poor baby girl. So she's just been sleeping. You want to say hi, Sam? Okay, so I'm sorry, y'all. Okay, so anyway, I was talking about the Cosby Show. With that show being pulled off the air, it's not like a whole lot of those actors from the Cosby Show are just doing big time things now. And so I imagine that a lot of them were depending on whatever residuals that they were getting from the Cosby Show airing on all these different stations. Hey, Deborah Battle, thank you for coming back. I've been gone, I've been sick, but I'm back. And so we're just talking about everything that I've seen on the news since I've been down, or seen on Twitter since I've been down. But so I think that it probably caught a lot of them off guard. It's not like we've seen Jeffrey Owens in any major roles since he was on the Cosby Show. Don't know what kind of savings he had, piled up or whatever. Don't know what his bills are. I don't know, there have been medical, who knows what his situation is. But the bottom line is he was working an honest job. He wasn't out here robbing from anyone. He wasn't out here selling drugs to, people's children, or, breaking up families, doing something illegal. So it was just retarded to me that this woman would try to shame him for working a job, and who knows how many actors we've seen on TV are having to go and get real life jobs now. It's a different world. It's a different economy, and I'm sure without those Cosby residual checks that that his finances changed a lot. And if you think about it, he's been working there the last 15 months. Maybe, and that sounds about, right with the timing that the show would have been pulled off the air. So, maybe the show's been off the air for maybe 2-3 years now. So he's probably run down whatever savings he had. I'm not trying to count that man's money. But let's see. Yeah, Deborah Battle said he's mainly a stage actor now. That does pay like TV. I don't know if you meant that does or does not, but Yeah, I do know that he's a stage actor now, and that's why he said he liked his job at Trader Joe's because it gave him flexibility to go on auditions, and that's kind of what I assume with him being in New Jersey. He's probably doing more of the Broadway type of thing, or maybe off Broadway shows. Mm. And so, yeah, my thing, I do hope though that with this happening with the Cosby Show actors, I see Animation's real saying bring back the Cosby Show, and right, some people are so superficial. That is beyond superficial, isn't it, American Copperhead? Um, I was surprised at how many actors had to work regular jobs in between. Yeah, because I think we all kind of assume you're on TV, we see you. When we see you on a red carpet, you're dressed to the nines. A lot of the times in borrowed clothes. But we just assume that they've got it together, even if we don't think that they're living like filthy rich. We kind of think that they're, rich people poor. Like not like regular people poor, like where you don't have shit, like what we would think, is poor, but like, you live a little bit better than us. Is kind of what we think. I think is kind of the way. Okay, and that's what I thought, Deborah. You meant to say that it does not pay like TV, yeah. And so, like I said, I don't want to count that man's coins, but he's out there doing what he needs to do for his family. So major props to him, and I'm thankful that he has that he got this visibility. And that lady, she set out to do something dirty to him, but it ended up working for his good. And I don't know, like don't want to start like a preaching thing or anything, but that's kind of like a biblical principle. God said that he'll use your enemies as your footstool, and that's what happened in that situation. And don't know what religion or if any of you subscribe to a religion at all, but that's just a principle. So don't worry when you see people coming at you on some hateration shit. Embrace it, because it probably means something good is about to happen to you. Let me take a sip of my tea and let's talk about this Aretha Franklin funeral pretty briefly. Thank y'all for sticking with me. Thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you for viewing. Thank you for keeping the chat going. Aretha Franklin's funeral. Y'all, what I told Uno about Aretha Franklin's funeral, and I did not watch, I did not have, even being sick, I didn't have 9 hours to dedicate to watching anybody's funeral. I didn't watch it. I saw different clips of different things on Twitter. Yeah, Animation. I saw that Farrakhan was there. I think I believe it on that stage. It was like Farrakhan and Jesse Jackson, Al Sharpton, Bill Clinton. Was there anyone? And that bishop, whoever he was. But I saw that he was there, and apparently that's what she wanted, or at least that's what the family thought that Aretha would have wanted. But it bothered me that the main things that I heard walking away from the funeral was all about Ariana Grande. I told Uno, I said, I feel like Ariana Grande was the star of Aretha Franklin's funeral. And that just made me sad for her. All that she contributed just to the music, that we know. But then I'm sure all that she meant to her family and everything. And then the main stories, the main news stories walking away from the funeral, or Ariana Grande got grabbed. Ariana Grande had on this short dress. Ariana Grande's a natural woman. Like, okay, well, what about Aretha? What did people say about Aretha? Now, as far as Ariana's concerned, the bishop, I guess, who was kind of running the program, I did see the video of him. He was like kind of holding her on the side, like you hold someone, like someone standing here, I'd be holding them like on their trunk, like around here. And I felt like that's what he was going for. I will honestly say, I felt like what he did was a mistake. Now, I do feel like he should have been able to read some social cues from her, because she was like trying to pull back, but I don't know that he intentionally tried to grab her breast. He was grabbing her from the side. Might have got a little bit of side boob, whatever, but this is a Rocco, go lay down. You're killing me right now, man. Let me close this door. Hang on. Hi, Geraldine. Hang on just a second, y'all. I need you to chill out, baby. I need you to chill out. He's in here with me. You wanna go in there with your daddy? Go. He's coming. Okay. Excuse me, y'all. Not a fan of Ariana, but I think they blew the dress thing out of proportion. She didn't even see the dress brand. Okay, so yeah, so here's my thoughts. I think that he obviously clearly did grab some of her side boob. She's so short and she's so skinny that I don't think it was intentional. I just think her being a little person, like usually when you grab someone around the trunk, you just have more to grab. Ariana is a tiny little thing, and I don't think that man intentionally was grabbing her. But again, I do think I saw her, like kind of like, looking like she wanted to get away, and I think that he should have been able to read that cue and just at that point let her go. Yes, American Copperhead, it was a very awkward moment, and yeah, animation drill, he grabbed some side boob but I don't think he did it on purpose, and I hate that was like, to me, that was the biggest story. That's the story that I saw more than anything out of this funeral. Did I think that the dress was, I thought that the dress was short. I thought it inappropriate for a funeral. That being said, I don't think that she was asking to be gawked at or grabbed because she was wearing the dress. Again, I think what that man did was a mistake. I could be wrong. Now, if he, and I don't know. I don't know what his intentions were. I don't know what his mind was. If he did it purposefully, grabbed her and was trying to feel up on her during the funeral, then he clearly is out of line. I don't think that he was, and I think it was a mistake. I don't think that I don't care if she was up there in a string bikini. It didn't give anyone the right to grab her boob. And yeah, I'm with Spammy. Spammy said she didn't think it was on purpose. I didn't either. Let's see here. Hold up. That happened early in the day. I think she knew it was too short and was ready to leave after she sang. Probably so. Yeah, I can't say why she wore that. I mean, I think everyone knows. There's a way. You do things for a funeral. I thought it was too short, but I don't think that. Like I said, if he did do it on purpose, I don't care if she was wearing a string bikini. He should not have been able. No one should have been able to feel the right to grab her. But I don't think that he did it on purpose. I do think it was an accident. Like I said, that's a little tiny girl, and I don't even feel like she's a full size person. So I think like when you put your arm around somebody, normally you would probably stop like back around here. She's a little bit. She just had a little bit more room to go, so it ends up here. Hi, Bat Mass Gaming. Thank you for coming in. So yeah, I hated that was such a big story. Yes, Bammy, she's super skinny and short, and it was just an awkward moment. I felt bad actually for both of them. I felt bad for the bishop and for her because I don't think that he was trying to be a touchy-feely, nasty, grabby man. I don't think he was going for her boob. He knew that there were cameras on him. I think that if that's something that he were going to try to do, he would probably try to do it after the funeral. If they're all walking off the stage together, maybe try to grab a handful of something or whatever. But there's not really a handful of anything to grab. She's so darn skinny, So I felt bad for the man. I really did. But now, on to the pastor. Was his name Jasper Williams, the man who gave the eulogy? He is one of those old school, old ass Christians, and you can't tell them shit. I have my tea. I don't have a real deal hot toddy, but I have my tea. I don't have Yorkshire tea. because Sammy hasn't sent me any Yorkshire tea, but I have tea, darling. Oh, mm. Poetry is driving, y'all. Poetry, you want to tell them what you're doing? Poetry has a big move on the way. I'm bringing it home, Spammy. I'm bringing it home, darling, with my tea. I've got the tea, and I'm sipping my tea while I give you the tea, darling. We're going to bring it on home. Um, so the pastor felt the need to talk about all of his own antiquated ideas of what. Oh, you're driving. Okay, Spammy. Um, obviously. um, Pastor got up there and decided that he was going to just let y'all know what his agenda is and his thoughts on what family needs to be and the black family, and how he doesn't like seeing all these single black women raising boys, and there's no way that these single black women can raise boys into men. I don't know what the fuck that had to do with Aretha Franklin and her death or her life or her going to on to glory to see Jesus or whatever. I don't know why he got into this. And Aretha Franklin herself, being a single mother of four men, four young boys who she raised into black men, I'm surprised that none of her sons got up there and just didn't jack him up, grab him by the collar. What the fuck you mean, Pastor? Like that shit was out of line. It was crazy to me. I don't understand where that came from. Her funeral just seemed like a real shit show. And then that was probably the second biggest story. Him coming out and apologizing if the family was offended. But, him getting up there talking about his antiquated ideas of what family needs to be. Animation's Real, Animation's Real said he's a product of a single parent home. And so many people are. So many black children are. And I mean, let's face it, other races of people are too. But if, black boys weren't, for some reason, allowed, if it was illegal for black boys to be raised by their moms only, a lot of them just wouldn't be raised. Let's face it, divorce rates are high, especially in the black community, but not just amongst black people. Sometimes a single mom, is all that a boy has or a girl has, and it happens less often, but yeah, there are single dads who raise children too. But so because whatever the situation works out the way it does, we're going to criticize and condemn women for raising children single. But then we also want to condemn people for having abortions too. So, if she knows she's going to be single, she's already committed the act and had sex with this man. What is she supposed to do, Pastor? And where's the church? Where's the good church to step in and help these single mothers out, right? Isn't the church supposed to give a helping hand and step in maybe where dad is not? And some of these good bishops and deacons and, associate pastors and all this stuff, aren't they supposed to step in and be a role model too, rather than you just saying what a single woman shouldn't do? It's not like she got herself pregnant. So that whole notion was just really disgusting to me, that's something that he would talk about at her funeral. Save that for your pulpit on Sunday at your church. No. Let me get some of my tea. Yeah, okay, American Copperhead getting their new Cadillacs and their parking spaces that are reserved, and the congregations out there parking on a pothole filled street. You ain't lying. Don't get me started about the black church and church in general. But anyway, NBA Youngboy. We talked about him last year on this live stream toward the end of last year. He's a rapper who nobody really knew, but only because we talked about him before am I going to bring him up again. I 100% agree, Animation's Real. The church needs to do more. Especially, you think about looking in black neighborhoods in the USA. I don't know what it's like, Spammy, for you out there in England, but look in black neighborhoods in the USA. Usually the church is the most prominent um, uh, building is one of the largest buildings, one of the nicest looking buildings in the whole neighborhood. Grocery stores and convenience stores might be crumbling to pieces and look so raggedy from the outside that you don't want to go inside. But the church is nice and new. Parking lots are paved and everything is looking pretty. But what purpose is this building serving if you're not serving the community? All you're doing is, people are coming there once a week and hearing the word of God, and then contributing to, the tithes and the building fund, and then nothing is happening. What are you putting back into these people who are coming in there to get something? It's a travesty when you look at the condition of a lot of these churches in these black neighborhoods, poor black neighborhoods. The church looks great and clean and pristine and wonderful and this and that, but then you look all around it and you can just, you don't even have to go a block down to see a drug deal going down. How about fix that, Pastor? So anyway, back to NBA Youngboy. We talked about him, and I don't think anybody knew who he was, but if I can refresh some of your memories, maybe y'all are with me when I talked about him before. He is a little foul-mouthed rapper. I think he's from New Orleans, and I didn't look up all his information. Y'all know I'm going off of just topics. I wrote topics down. I don't have notes like I normally have. But he had a girlfriend. When we talked about him last time, he had a girlfriend. I think her name is Janaya. Pretty little girl. They're both like 18, 19 years old. And she was being physically abused by him. There was a video of her in a hotel room, in a hotel hallway. She's trying to run out of the room that they're sharing, and he snatches her bag. She's trying to pull away from him. He like had the sleeve of her sweater, and she's pulling away so hard that she ends up pulling herself out of that sweater. Like she's in the hallway in her jeans and bra. And then he goes and he grabs her and like throws her over his shoulder. And I think that he ended up body slamming her onto that hallway floor. And then she comes out on social media like a few days later with an excuse. She always has an excuse for everything that he does. And we was just playing. He was just trying to see if he could pick me up. God dang. Why y'all tripping? So like he does disrespectful ass shit to this little girl all the time. And she always comes out with some kind of video making excuses for him. And whatever y'all think it was, it's not that. Yeah, and I know I'm sitting here with this black eye, but it's not that. Literally, she made a video. Yes, they are. Have you, Deborah, have you not seen? If you know who I'm talking about, Deborah, have you not seen his mother? His mother is a piece of work. And his mother shows you exactly why he is the way he is. I've seen his mother on social media, and all she is a loud mouth, foul mouth bird. All she does is cuss, and I don't know where that motherfucker at. I don't know why people asking me what the fuck my son did. I don't have his ass. His little black ass ain't here. And I mean, she's just one of those. She's absolutely ridiculous. It's disgusting listening to his mom. And I ain't tell that motherfucker to go upside nobody's head. But if she put her hands on him, then he needs to beat her ass. I mean, like, she's gross. She's filthy. She's disgusting. So I don't know where the girlfriend's parents are, but clearly someone in that little girl's family is coaching her and telling her she needs to stay with this boy because she's going to be able to secure that bag. So girl, you just, hey, if he's beating up on you, that's okay. You just, be sure you get pregnant and you be sure you get some child support out of him. Now, mind you, this rapper, like I said, he's 18, maybe 19 years old now. He already has 4 children by 4 different women at the age of 18. I don't know when he started having kids, but he already has multiple children out there by multiple women. And I guess Janaea feels special. Yes, Spammy, 4 kids at 18. And I guess Janaea feels special because she gets to be on pictures in his social media. He posts her on IG, and so she feels like she's the chosen one or whatever. But anyway, I'm talking about them now because that was all then. So fast forward to present time, and she posted a video last week. She has this black eye. She has a black eye, and she's talking about how it's not because he hit her. He didn't hit me. Y'all just so dumb. Like, she's on her like Instagram live, and you see the comments coming up, and people like, "You got your ass beat," saying stuff like that. Yeah, y'all stupid. I was fixing. Okay, let me tell you what happened. I was fixing myself some noodles. Okay, and I burnt myself. Hi, oh, Christina Valencia, how are you doing? Thank you for coming in. She's like, I burnt myself with the noodle water, and cause I dropped the noodles in too fast, and it popped in my eye. And like, if you ain't never burnt yourself with no water, then you don't even know what it feel like. Like, y'all just so dumb. Y'all always just want to be talking like he hitting on me and stuff like that. But that ain't even what it is. Like, ugh. Like, everyone is annoying her. Like, girl, you hopped your ass on Instagram with your black eye. No, but you could have waited, 6 weeks for your eye to go back down to, brown, and then, the color of your skin, and waited for the swelling to go down before you hopped your ass on social media. So don't be coming up mad at everybody else because we know what a black eye looks like, and we know that hot noodle water doesn't punch you in the eye and turn your eye black. Yeah, animation real. That noodle water, oh Lord, it does get hot. I mean, oh, but last I saw, those two are happy, and both said they, okay, thank you, Deborah. Let's go on and get to it then, because after she made the noodle water video, let me sip my tea. After she made the noodle water video, she came out with another video saying that he had herpes. And he put it in a song that he had herpes. And she's pregnant now, by the way. She's pregnant with his 5th child, by the way. And she was pregnant when she had the black eye in the video. She's visibly pregnant. And so this little punk ass Negro is still beating on her while she's pregnant. And she's letting him, let's keep it real. She's letting him. Yeah, he has herpes, and she has herpes, according to her. And his mom also got on live and confirmed that he had herpes. And all she doing is keeping her grandchildren. He grown now, so that's on him. Okay, mom. Whatever. Yes, family. I don't know why kids are having kids. I think that this little girl, like I said, I feel like she was being coached by some trifling ass woman in her family who told her, well, girl, you going to have you a baby too, so you can get you some of that child support, because that's what a lot of these women unfortunately are doing for a come up these days. You get you somebody with a little bit of cash, have your baby, hey, that's checks for the next 18 years. And I don't know how much this little Negro is going to have to spread around. He's already got 4 other children, and I don't know that his music career is really popping like that. Like I said, I don't know his music, but I didn't know Mac Miller's music either. So just because I don't know his music doesn't mean he might be like the hottest thing out of New Orleans. I don't know. But yeah, that's why I believe Spammy, that's why she had a kid. Animation Real says, wow, herpes, that's gross. I'm sorry, not wearing protection is never an option. Thank you, Animation's Real. Especially, when you're, and it doesn't go, if you're having sex with someone you're not married to, you need to, Spam's in my cup side. Spammy, everything is bigger in Texas. Everything. So yeah. if you're having sex with someone you're not married to, I think that you need to be using protection. You just do, or you're not in some kind of committed relationship to some degree. Um, it's either nothing happens, or you end up pregnant, or you get a disease. You hope and pray that nothing happens, I guess, but and look at this little girl in her case, pregnant and a disease. So I guess that there are four options: nothing happens, or you get pregnant, or you get a disease, or you get pregnant and a disease. So, thank you, hon. Ah, Donnie and Kip is in the house. Y'all know about everything in Texas being bigger. What's up? H-Town in the house. Hold on, let me go close my door because my dog is being stupid. Hold on a second. Thank you, hon. Okay. Rocco and his bad energy. I had to throw him out. Oh, y'all know what else is bigger in Texas? I mean, I'm just saying. No. Okay. So anyway, so yeah, this little girl is Donnie and Kip's adventure. Join us. Join us. Y'all see, I've been taking my voice lessons. Now, I've been sick as hell for the last 2 weeks. I appreciate y'all for coming in here, y'all. A good blogging channel. If y'all like blogging, check out Donnie and Kip's adventures. The adventures of Donnie and Kip. I know it says Donnie Kip, but check them out, y'all, for real. Everybody who has a channel, promote your channel, support other channels. Let them know you're supporting them. You probably get some support. Y'all know we got to help each other grow in here. We got goals to reach before the year is over. Okay. So yeah, this little boy. What is Christina? I already talked about Mac Miller, and I really don't have an opinion on it other than because I didn't know him until he died. So my only opinion is that I hope that these young people in the industry see his death and this drug overdose, and that they will take it as a wake up call. Because so many of these young rappers, it seems like they can't rap without being on drugs. And so I just hope that they will see his example and clean up their lives if they're out there on drugs. I was telling I was asking Spammy. I think that she like came in and left though. That Demi Lovato, is that the girl's name? It seems like a lot of these young people in the music industry are just using drugs, and it's like it seems to be like widely acceptable now. In my day, because I'm 41, when musicians were using drugs, we didn't know about it until after the band broke up, and it's 15 years later, and they're on an unsung story. Then we find out like, oh damn, everybody was doing drugs. Like we didn't know about New Edition, that all of them, that Ricky had a problem. We didn't know about them because it was something that you kept covered up. But now it's like these days, it's like people are proud to be using drugs, and we rap about it. Like we're not trying to hide it. We're just out here. We put it in our songs. I'm on that lean. I'm on that serve. I'm on whatever. And so I hope that people will like realize that this shit will kill you. It might sound cute to talk about, and maybe it's easy to find words that rhymes with pill and lean and perk or whatever, but hopefully that's my only opinion. And I also don't like the idea of people blaming Ariana Grande for his death because she left him. She's a young girl, who's out here living her best life. Why does she want to be saddled with a drug addict? I don't blame her either. They were not married. They did not have children. She had no reason to stay with this boy. So I think it's ridiculous that trolls are hitting up her Instagram trying to say that this is her fault and she should have stayed with him. What the fuck? No. She want to put on her little mini dress and go sing at the funeral. Let her go and live her best life. You know what I'm saying? Let's see here. Spammy, I stream from my phone, and when I do my stream, there's a more option, and when I click that lets me put in. And I guess like if you're doing it on your PC, you just in the description, then you just start putting your hashtags in the description, and that lets you get the blue hashtags in your title. So yeah, no problem. Um, so that's NBA YoungBoy. Hey, Big Easy, how are you doing? Thank you for coming in. Y'all, let's see here. Okay, Deborah says Demi was sober for a few years. I was sorry to hear she went back. Yeah, I was sorry too, Deborah. I actually had a breakdown about her overdose story because it was very, very similar to what happened with my best friend. Only my best friend did not survive her overdose. So, yeah. I hope she gets it together. Hey, Chevy Power Fox. Y'all know, man, I'm feeling the love because y'all know I haven't been around in 2 weeks, and I just like, are they gonna remember my little channel, my little struggle channel? I was just gaining some momentum, and then I had to go and get sick. So I'm here today with no notes. I just had to come back because I have a voice. So, oh, the kids gave you their code. I don't know where I got this nastiness from out in this country town. But, oh boy, I'm drinking my tea, y'all, trying to get through this because my voice is kind of going. So let's talk about Gloria Govan and Matt Barnes. Now, I don't even know much about Gloria Govan. I guess she was on Basketball Wives. I know that she has a sister, Laura Govan. I don't know much about them, but I know that um, there was like child support issues. Thank you, Donnie and Kip. Yes, I'm feeling much better. I really appreciate y'all. Um, I know she had child support issues, and like there was knew she was like that. Who animation's real? You talking about Gloria Govan? Um, and I guess like she got a lot of money out of her ex-husband Matt Barnes for child support. I kind of remember that's like I always hear about her and her sister like basically using their pussies with basketball players for monetary gain. I don't know, right? So anyway, this last week, she got arrested, and the charge was felony child endangerment. Yeah, her sister had an affair with Shaq, Laura. Yeah, that's what I remember too. Thanks, animation's real. So anyway, yeah, they throw their pussies to the basketball players, these Govan girls. Seems to be working for them to some degree, I guess. So anyway, on last week at some point, I guess it was last Friday, Gloria went to school to pick up their children, the children she has with Matt Barnes. But it was his weekend to have the kids. It was like for Labor Day weekend. He was going to have them over the long weekend. Hi, the unknowns. Thank you for coming in. And so she tried to pick the kids up from school on his weekend. She already had the kids in her car when he got there. When he got there, he told the boys to get out of her car and into his car. They listened to their father, got in their father's car, and then she proceeded to um, chase his car down, and then she blocked his car with her car with their kids inside. Like she had them pinned up, against some building or space or whatever. He couldn't navigate his way out because she had him blocked in there with her kids inside again, y'all, right? And so like I said, she got arrested. Somebody saw how she had him blocked in, and they called 911. The police came out. Thank you, the unknowns. The police came out and they arrested her. Huh? Hi.
I was just listening. I had another little Serena story that just popped off.
Okay. Yeah. Do you have some? I think Uno has some breaking news for us,
I don't know
y'all.
if it's breaking, but I just saw it on Facebook. Like she was in a match, and her husband gave her a thumbs up, and I guess they tried to like say that he was coaching her or something.
Oh, okay, okay, I know that. So
and she walked up to him and was like, "He's giving me a thumbs up. He's not my coach. I'd rather."
Yeah, the efficient Carlos Ramos called that she was getting coaching, and everybody's saying she had a meltdown. She exploded. She told the officiant.
This is it right here.
Oh yeah, I saw it. I saw
okay.
it. And so she told the officiant, okay, well actually we'll get to that. That's one of our stories. No, that's okay.
Y'all feed news, you've been out for a while. I'm trying to
I appreciate it.
Yeah, me
Uno's not on Twitter, he's on Facebook, so he always gets his story like a half a day late.
Yeah, senior team. You know the Cowboys are playing.
You know I don't care. I told you.
Oh yeah, Jerry Jones.
When he dies, I'll care.
I can say that for a while. Oh, and the whole Army college football team kneeled for the national anthem. The whole team in the end zone kneeled. I just
fight the powers that be.
Yeah, so what can you really say now when the entire Army team kneels?
Fight the powers. Fight the powers.
Right? So
we got to fight the powers that be. All right, come on now.
I just yeah.
Ah, now that makes me feel good.
In the end zone.
Yeah, Deborah said go Army.
What? A-R to the M-Y? All right.
A to the R to the M to the Y.
2 fingers like a player.
Bye. Okay. Sorry for that interruption. Back to a regularly scheduled program. I was talking about Gloria Govan and her trifling ass. So yeah, like I said, somebody saw the police after she blocked her family, her children, and her ex-husband, and they called the police on her. She got arrested on the scene, and her husband was granted a restraining order from her, and she also now only has, at this point, all she gets is 4 hours a week with her sons, and it has to be monitored, supervised visitation, and she has to pay for the monitor. Whoever that person is going to be, she has to pay for this person to come. So she was out there just acting a whole stupid ass fool because she didn't want these kids' father to pick him up for the long weekend. And this is what I don't understand. I don't have any children, but it's like every single mother I know, and I have friends who are single mothers, they would be dying to have the support of their father, of their children's father, to come and pick them up for a weekend. Like, I just want a break, you know, like I wish, most of them are like, I wish this sorry ass so-and-so would come and pick up my kids, you know, like they're used to guys lying, saying they're coming to get the kids, and then, you know, the kids are all sad because, you know, they got all packed up and ready to go somewhere, got their, you know, little pajamas and little toothbrushes ready and shit, you know, and then daddy doesn't come, and so now mom is dealing with a crying ass, you know, kid or whatever, but like, how do you not just want a break, you know? And maybe, I don't know, maybe she has a nanny and it doesn't matter. Maybe her hate outweighs everything else, you know, that she hasn't, which is ridiculous. But every single mother I know, they wish they could get some decent child support, and they wish that they could have, like, you know, I wish this motherfucker would come and get these goddamn kids, like, you know, and not to say that that's how I feel about kids, but that's literally the sentiment that I hear from single mothers, like, come and get these motherfucking kids, like, I want a break, please come get them, take them, keep them, you know, keep them for the year, motherfucker, like, catch yourself up, you know, like, but here she is, acting a goddamn fool, you know, and for what? Like, what are you proving? What point are you proving? And you're doing this in front of your kids. They see. It's not like this is just something that a phone conversation they're overhearing. They're watching you pin their dad's card in so he can't, you know, I don't understand. I'm glad that you have your stepkids, Big Easy. Like, and I guess they're the ones who gave you the code. But, you know, I don't get it, y'all. And then Gloria Govan, she is engaged to Matt Barnes' ex-teammate from when he played for the Lakers. Matt Barnes and Derek Fisher both played for the Lakers. And Matt Barnes believes that the two of them were fucking around while Matt Barnes and Gloria were married. But Derek Fisher is who she's engaged to now. And that's why I said these Govan girls, all that I ever hear about them is them throwing their pussy at some NBA player. So anyway, yeah, she's engaged to his ex-teammate. I don't know if they were friends, but yeah, so that's that. I mean, just a fucking mess. I don't understand. So let's see. Deborah says both of the sisters act this way. They even act this way with each other. Oh, wow. Matt scrapped Derek up. I remember hearing something about that animation reel, but it's just I don't keep up with them. 17 and 16 girls, no little girl. I'm happy. Oh yeah, you're almost done. Big easy. But okay, let's talk about Colin Kaepernick and Nike. Um, hold on, I'm gonna put this. I'm making a little note for myself, y'all. Colin Kaepernick and Nike. So Nike selected Colin Kaepernick to be the face of their 30-year anniversary campaign. Yes, man, just do it. And that, I mean, Nike, say what you will about them. They are the largest sports brand in the world. And I think that it says a lot about them to pick this time in history to select this man as the face of anything that they have going on. Um, they took a stand, and I'll be honest, I haven't bought any Nike in years. The main thing, I used to buy Nike cross trainers, but I just felt like the product wasn't superior. I prefer Adidas, the quality of the product and the fit of the shoe. But oh, okay, American Copperhead has to go. Okay, thank you so much. I appreciate you, and I really appreciated you reaching out to me on Twitter. That meant so much to me, American Copperhead. I'm very, very glad to be back. And I'm gonna try to keep myself well and getting better so I can go on and put out some more content. Mm. Keep my eligibility for my monetization, so that when I decide to apply for it, I can. Thank you so much. Let's see. Animation said, getting some Kaepernicks. Nike has allowed people to buy stocks in the brand, so stock up. Yeah, like I said, I used to be a diehard Nike girl, but I always was a fan of their shoes, and it just seemed like the shoes felt like shit. But because of the stand they're taking, I want to try them again. Like, I want to support them. I appreciate them putting their name behind this man. Um, and that just means a lot to me. As a person of color, as a black woman, as somebody who's been um, vocal about her support of Colin Kaepernick, it means a lot to me that they would put their name behind him. So that makes me feel good. And I mean, I saw all the videos of those dumbass people burning their Nike shoes and lighting their shit on fire. And I never understand why people do that ever. Like, whether it's, music artists and people are burning CDs that they've already bought and paid for, and like, I saw a lot of people saying, if you don't want to wear your Nikes anymore, rather than burning them, how about donating them to veterans who you all claim to love so much and who you all claim to care so much about? How about donating those shoes, or sweatshirts, or shorts, or t-shirts, or jogging pants, whatever, to some veterans who don't have anything, rather than just burning them, letting them go to waste? What a bunch of fucking morons. That's like, people burning their R. Kelly CDs that they already got. The Negro already got your money. He can't count it or whatever, but he got it. So what's the point of you just burning it? I mean, I don't know. Whatever. I mean, like, you're already out of the money. So anyway, tell me if y'all think that that's a good move for Nike. Does that make you want to support the brand in some way, or make you want to stay away from the brand, or whatever? Let me know. Yeah, I saw that some dumbass. Oh, Poetry likes the Nike sports bras. Um, I don't know that I've ever bought a Nike sports bra. I used to buy a lot of the. Now, I've always loved the pants and the shorts. I love. I don't think I've ever bought one of their sports bras. I don't think that I have. Now, that would be odd if all these years of me working out, I've never bought one, but I don't think that I have. So maybe that's where I'll start, because I'm not a big fan of their shoes, and I just buy like a simple $60 pair of cross trainers, and I keep it moving. I don't dress in like, tennis shoes. If I call myself going somewhere, I don't dress in sneakers or whatever. I literally just wear athletic shoes for working out. I don't like, hey, let's go to Buffalo Wild Wings and hey, yeah, let me put on my t-shirt. That's not the kind of girl I am. But okay, I'll have to check out the sports bra since Poetry recommends it, and she has big titties. So anyway, let's see here. Yeah, I saw somebody burn himself lighting his shoes while he was still wearing them, and I hope that that was just some made up story. But okay, so let me get a sip of tea. And I wasn't going to talk about the Serena thing, but since Uno came in here with his breaking news story, did you all see? Okay, so Serena back at the U.S. Open, and she ended up losing to Naomi Osaka, I believe is the young lady's name. She's half black and half Asian. She has a Japanese mother and a Haitian father. And like, whoa, y'all, let me tell y'all, Asian genes are so strong. Because I promise you that girl, she just looks like a little Japanese woman dipped in chocolate. All of her facial features are very Asian. She just looks like an Asian girl with a strong ass tan, right? Um, Kev on stage and Gary Owen both did funny videos about people burning their shoes. Oh really? Okay, I'm familiar with both. I know Kev on stage is a YouTube personality. Gary Owen, I just don't fuck with him. But but I'm interested to see what they would have to say about it, Deborah. Mm. So Serena lost though to this young lady, and what Uno was saying was that she lost a point because the umpire said that she was getting coaching from the side. Hey, King, how are you doing? How are you doing? It's been a while since I've been on the tube, but I'm back for today. And I really just have like two more stories to do. I'm in the middle of one of them, then I'm gonna talk about Nicki and Cardi last. Um, so uh, the umpire said that she was getting coaching, and Serena said that she was not. She told him, and the umpire took a point away. So she told the umpire to give her point back. I was not receiving coaching, and she said you need to apologize to me. She spoke to him very forcefully, but I was reading some of the headlines and some of the sports outlets were putting out, and they were saying that Serena had an explosion. Serena exploded on this umpire. Serena had a meltdown. And I'm like, no, she didn't. No, she didn't. And we've seen men in tennis have meltdowns. We've seen men in tennis explode, throw rackets, cuss out umps. Like we've seen those things. And Serena didn't come close to it. But there's that angry black woman trope that they love to give us. If we speak of it all, we're too damn opinionated. We need to shut the fuck up. Why are we so loud and ghetto? There they go again. Oh my gosh. And so that's what Serena got called out for. And I was glad to see that Billie Jean King, tennis legend, she backed up Serena and said that she was glad that Serena called out the double standard that women have in tennis. Yeah, John McEnroe, exactly. Hey, East Dad, thank you for coming in. John McEnroe, I mean, we've seen this guy over and over clown, but where Serena's being called angry and she's exploding, she's having a meltdown, men are called passionate. They're just passionate about the sport, but no, we don't get labeled as passionate. As women, as a whole, and as black women in particular, oh, she's going off. Oh my gosh, what are those black girls doing now? Like, and not like, I mean, I don't know if you all saw the footage or not, but it's not like Serena was out there, you want to give me back my point? I wasn't getting no coaching. Serena is Serena. She always conducts herself like a queen. And she said, you need to apologize to me. I was not getting coaching, like, And she'll probably look back at herself and say, like, man, I should have like come up with something better to say, whatever. But anyway, that's what it was. That's how it goes. That's what it is. So um and then the young lady Naomi Osaka won she won the whole tournament, and she was greeted with boos from the crowd. And while the crowd was booing her, Serena was standing there hugging her. I don't know what she whispered into her ear, but it must have encouraged her. It made her smile. It put a smile on her face because this little girl was standing there crying. Serena's been this little girl's idol, for as long as Serena's been an adult playing tennis. And so she makes it like to this point in her career where she's standing face to face with her idol. Serena's still one of the baddest women in tennis, and she's got to be excited, to be here. And everybody, I think, nobody felt pleased. It was really sad. At the end of the day, Serena's disappointed, and this young girl is disappointed. The audience is disappointed in her to the point where this little girl is apologizing to the audience because they're booing her for winning. Everybody needed to be booing the umpire, but but then you see Serena. Bye, Big Easy. You see Serena acting like a class act, and like I said, embracing the girl, telling her something in her ear. Yeah, you're right about that, East Dad. You'll get no arguments from me. She's one of the baddest athletes of all time, and I don't mean a separate list for women. Serena goes down for me as one of the top 5 athletes of all time. If ever there was something like a female Michael Jordan, she would be it. That woman's amazing. But yeah. So Serena, like I said, she hugged the girl and was just a gracious loser. This time the audience, the crowd didn't feel like she should have lost, and so they booed the girl. Like I said, this young girl is in there apologizing to a crowd because she won. And it was just a really disgusting thing to watch, and it kind of just brought a theme to my mind, and that's gonna take me to the whole Cardi B Nicki thing too. I'm glad that I talked about this story in this order because it feels like, so how's things? I've been sick, King, but I'm doing better today. I just had to get on here and see everybody because it's been so long. But to me, it feels like there's never a time in any kind of industry where it's okay for 2 Black women to be on top, And I feel like there's just always a pitting against each other of 2 Black women, and obviously Naomi Osaka is biracial, but it's clear you can look at her and see some Blackness, and people will probably identify her as Black if she doesn't, and they are labeling her the first Japanese woman to win the U.S. Open, but she's also Black, also. And it reminds me of I think back to Naomi Campbell being the Black girl in fashion until Tyra Banks came along, and then it was, oh, now it's Tyra Banks. And are you telling me in the whole high fashion industry, there's not room for Naomi and Tyra Banks? We don't have room for just two Black women. They have to be, and I guess that's why the woman who's on top to begin with is kind of guarded and doesn't want to embrace the new girl because she knows that she's getting pushed out. There can't be 2 of us at one time. And that takes me to Cardi B and Nicki Minaj. And their foolishness at this Harper's Bazaar New York Fashion Week party. And again, kind of also the same thing I was talking about with Eminem and Machine Gun Kelly. I feel like Eminem is threatened by Machine Gun Kelly and these new young white rappers who are coming in. I feel like he wants to be, hey, Rido boy, how are you doing? My ride or die. I feel like Eminem wants to be the white guy in the rap game. And I don't feel like he wants to really embrace these young white rappers who are coming up, because I think that he likes the I think he likes the title being like, that's that badass white boy. That's Eminem. He's cold, and he is. But it's a new day, and you got to make room for the new school. They're coming. Why not be gracious like Serena and just invite them in, and share that spotlight until it's time for you to fade out of the spotlight. So I feel like that's where Cardi B and Nicki Minaj. I feel like that's where Nicki Minaj failed with Cardi B, because Nicki Minaj is clearly shook. She's clearly feeling threatened by Cardi B. Hold on. Do we have some more breaking news?
Yeah, if I fall asleep, we make sure I'm up by like 7:45 so I can go to work.
Yes, that's in 3 hours. Okay.
I know.
Yeah.
Kind of count.
No, I know. I'm just saying. I'm probably going to stream for like 8 hours, so.
I know. Maybe your guests won't mind if you get up for a second and wake my ass up.
I don't think they're going to mind.
If they do, then we got problems.
We do have problems. If y'all don't want my man to go to work, we got problems.
That's a poor little girl.
He's worried about Sammy. Leave my baby alone.
Well, no, I'm just
just
your baby.
Oh?
Yeah.
Oh?
Daddy
Okay.
raised that girl.
All right, Daddy. You go to sleep. Go get you some sheep.
All right, what?
Bye. Okay. So they're trying to hold on to their gimmick. Oh, okay. So that's kind of what it seems like, Gorgeous JC. So anyway, I was saying, as far as Nicki's concerned. Oh wait, let me see what y'all's comments are. Yeah, Eminem is working on a diss track. Yeah, you were late, King. We talked about that. Let's see here. Really sucks that on the day that Mac Miller died, these two could not be nice to each other if for any reason, just out of respect for losing someone in hip hop. Yeah, and I don't know, I don't know which story broke first. It seems like the Nicki Cardi thing broke first, and then the Mac Miller thing happened. But however, though, Rhino Boy, in the spirit of squashing beefs, we saw Drake and Chris Brown. They're following each other on Instagram now, and then Drake brought out Meek Mill at his show in Boston. So their beef is squashed. So that's something. But anyway, back to Nicki though. I think that hey, Justice Hambricks. How are you doing, love? I've been gone for a couple of weeks, but I'm just back today trying to get through a live stream. I think that Nicki is threatened by Cardi B. And Nicki has had basically a 10-year run being Uno's King said that you need to stay home today, no work for you. So I feel like Nicki is threatened by Cardi. And Nicki's had a 10-year run being the only girl in the game, really. That Nicki hasn't had any competition from any female. There might have been a few girls who came out and did a little single here, a little something there, but nobody who anybody thought was any kind of contender, to take Nicki's crown, so to speak. And then here comes Cardi B. And now Nicki Minaj is looking like a crazy person. So let's go on and talk about what we saw, right? Let's see here. Hi, Grady Spiegman. Thank you. I appreciate that. Let's see here. Right up where says Drake making moves right now. Nicki needs to take notes. Someone as high as she is in hip hop don't need to be acting like this. I agree. Nicki was trying to stir the pot and Cardi so young that she fell for it. I agree with that too, Justice Hamricks. Okay, so here's, I guess, what I saw. First I saw, Nicki Minaj trending and Cardi B trending, and I saw they got into a fight at a New York Week fashion event. And so a New York Fashion Week event. Okay. And so I'm looking at this, and I was very angry. I know that everybody there probably had some money, and everybody there probably had some damn good phones, but the video footage that came from there was whack as fuck. I was really upset that nobody got some clear, bright video so we could truly, truly, truly see what's going on. I'm like looking like, okay, is that Nicki? Is that Ali? Like, I'm trying to figure out what's going on, and that pissed me off, frankly. But from what I understand, and I don't know in which order things happen, but I don't know if Nicki threw the shoe first or if she tried to like approach Nicki first, but you see Cardi B bent over and you see her whole ass. She had on a white thong. She had on this beautiful red dress, but she had on this white thong, and I guess somehow in bending over to take off her shoe, she split her dress up the back. I don't know. I don't know why I was seeing her whole ass. I don't understand. So she takes off her shoe. Um, Grady, where do you want me to give you a shout out here, or in a video? Let me know so that I might be able to. I don't mind doing that. Let's see. Um, okay, so let me. Okay, well, y'all, there's Grady Speakman. He told me to give him a shout out. Thank you for coming in the room, Grady. So I've never had anyone ask that as a request from me, so I feel very awkward. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be funny about it or whatever. But yeah, so, and then you hear Cardi saying something about like not ever saying nothing about her child, and and then you hear, oh, you're live right now also. Okay. Well, thanks for popping in. Thank you for popping in during my live while you're live. Maybe if once I'm done, we can go over to your live for the after party. So you guys, Nicki, I hear Cardi saying something to Nicki. I think like she's trying to get at Nicki. And Nicki says, I'm staying right here. And so that made Nicki probably look a little weak. However, I do think I don't like that. Chandra is my sister. Chandra, Gorgeous JC gave you a hello a while ago because I mentioned about the women in my family being curvaceous and you having a nice booty. So he said a hello to you, and I thought that you were in the same stream. This was a while ago because well, I don't know if you know, I've been sick for 2 weeks, and this is my first time streaming in a long time. So anyway, Gorgeous JC, there's Chandra. Maybe we can have a love connection. But shout out to Chandra. She's live. She's alive. She's my sister. She's beautiful. She's smart. She's all that. She has her own jewelry company. She's called Hot Culture. She does it all. She's bad. So I can do that kind of shout out because I know her. So yeah, shout out to her. So here's the thing though. I felt like it was just for sure the wrong time and the wrong place to get into any kind of physical confrontation. Maybe to people in the rap world, Cardi B, Nicki Minaj might look weak, but to me, I guess for people in the real world, Cardi B looks like a hood rat who's just not going to be able to stop her hood rat antics. I understand she's a little bit younger, but she's still a grown-ass woman, and she's a grown-ass woman with a child. So I always feel like when women have children, that just automatically grows you up about 10 years. So they're damn near the same age in my little mind. Like, I think Cardi B is 25, Nicki Minaj is about 34, 35, somewhere around there. They both have been shooting subliminals at each other back and forth online on social media for the longest time. And so apparently what Cardi was saying is that Nicki was saying something about her child. And I never saw anything that Nicki said about her child, but something that Nicki supposedly liked that somebody said about Cardi B's parenting skills. And I hate when people are like talked about for being a shitty parent, but then they take that as, don't be talking about my child. Like, no, I'm not talking about your child, I'm talking about you. I'm saying that, I'm sorry, your child has you for a mother. It's kind of like the way that I took whatever the comment was. But then I also saw that some Barbs pulled some receipts on Cardi B where she was talking about a woman and laughing at her because her son was dead. And basically like, that's why your son is dead. So, Cardi, you really, if that's the kind of shit that you're tweeting to women, you don't have room to talk about anyone talking about your child or your mothering skills or anything else. If you're laughing at someone for losing a son, then I don't have any kind of sympathy for you when people come and talk about your child or the way you raise your child or whatever. That's disgusting. But Nicki, okay. Thank you, Chandra. I got your text. This is weird. But Nicki, she certainly, they both played their part in it. And I do think it's hilariously funny that Cardi never came in contact with Nicki, and yet she leaves that gala with this big ass knot on the top of her head under her eyebrow. Like, that knot was something serious. Cardi looked like a damn fool leaving that place. Now Nicki, she's out there posing and all in front of her car and with her leg out in her dress, and they both look nice going in. Cardi looked a fool coming out with one shoe and a big ass knot on her head. So and I honestly don't have a dog in the fight. I'm not fans or stands of either one of these chicks, but I just feel like Cardi went hood rat and acted like a hood rat at what was supposed to be a classy event. And even if Nicki's been baiting her, Nicki got her with her shoe. Wait, Poetry, are you saying Nicki got Cardi B with her shoe? Because I heard that Cardi got that knot from security. Cardi was fighting Nicki's friend. Okay, and I've also heard that Cardi was fighting Raw Ali, that big ass girl who used to be on Love and Hip Hop, who was like a scammer, stiletto expert, security guard. Like, she got all these ridiculous shit on her resume. So let's see. Anyway, let's see. Hey, Spammy's back. We're talking about Cardi B and Nicki Minaj now. Let me go back and see what y'all's comments are about this. And that's why I say this for last. Let's see here. Okay, I didn't see that Nicki threw her shoes at Cardi B. Poetry. That's the first time I've even heard that. I saw that Cardi B threw her shoes at Nicki and missed. Her shoe at Nicki and missed. But I didn't I didn't see that Nicki threw her shoe at all. To me, it looked like Nicki didn't participate in anything. It was damn near like Cardi B was in a fight with herself and somehow managed to lose and ended up with a big ass knot on her head. Let's see here. Let me see what y'all are saying. Hold up. I'm trying to go back to the beginning of these comments. I am still drinking my tea. I still have just a little bit left. Just a tiny, tiny bit. See? Did you hear it? Okay. Can I go outside and shout you out, Gordon Dixie? Yes, I'll go. And I don't even know who PewDiePie is, Grady. I always hear about PewDiePie. Let's see here. Why would she do that in public? It's about finesse. I guess that Justice Hammers is talking about Cardi when she says that. Okay, I'm trying to catch up with comments now. King says the person who was recording the fight didn't even show Nicki in the video, and it had me thinking it was someone else that Cardi was fighting. Yeah, because a lot of people were saying on Twitter at first that it was Ra Ali and Cardi B, and not Nicki Minaj and Cardi B. So yeah, the footage from this fight was horrible. Let's see here. Justice Hammer says Nicki been in the game too long to show her ass in public and mess up her face. Yeah, she has. But you know what? Nicki's just not conducting herself well in general. I'm glad that she somewhat held it together at this event. But like the shit that I'm hearing from this Queen radio thing, Nicki needs to chill out. She's acting like somebody who's losing it. And I really do believe, even though I don't think she has a reason to feel that way necessarily, I really do believe that Cardi B has her so shook and just acting a fool. She's acting like she's on drugs. And honestly, grown women understand, real grown women carry yourself a certain way in public, especially as a black woman. We're already fighting, yes, speak on that, Justice Hammers. We're already fighting stereotypes, just like I mentioned before I came to this story, talking about Serena Williams. Serena Williams is saying, trying to stand up for herself at the US Open and telling that umpire, hey, I wasn't getting coaching. You need to give me my point back. You need to apologize to me. And Serena Williams doesn't come out. She's not out there. You need to give me my point back. You need to apologize to me. You don't be taking my points. I wasn't getting no coaching. She wasn't doing that. She said, you need to give me my point back. You need to apologize to me. She's speaking forcefully, but she wasn't, as a lot of these people said, having a meltdown. She wasn't spazzing out. She wasn't out of control, all these things, it's that angry black woman trope, so yeah, we're definitely fighting stereotypes already, no matter how well we conduct ourselves, and that's what they tried to put on Serena, that she was just out there being just this angry, crazy, fool, and Serena's nothing like that. She never conducts herself that way. So yeah, I completely agree with you about the fighting stereotypes as it is. We definitely are. Right Up Boy says Cardi is no better than Iggy to me. She's not anywhere near Nicki in quality of music. Nicki needs to think better of herself. Now, as far as the music is concerned, all this shit sounds so much the same to me. Like I said, Cardi B has two songs that I really like. I cannot think of. I know I've heard Nicki Minaj rhyme, and obviously the girl has some talent. I can't think of a whole Nicki Minaj song by itself that I just love. I like her verse on that "Rake It Up" song, but that's really neither here nor there. I 100% agree that Nicki needs to think better of herself. I feel like she's feeling threatened for no reason. I mean, her time is going to be up eventually. She can't just be the number one woman in rap for 20 years. It doesn't work that way. So she needs to think better of herself and come to grips with the reality that there's a new girl in town, And maybe she'll do some things differently going forward. She needs to embrace these younger artists instead of these women, instead of never wanting to work with them. She's fine to feature on another man or get another man to feature on one of her songs, but she doesn't work with women. And she loves talking about pro-woman this, pro-woman that, but in actuality, she's pro-Nicki. If it fits her agenda, then she'll make it seem like it's for everybody else, but she's really out for herself. Yeah, and just like Justice Hammer said, she did not talk about Cardi B's baby. And I see all these people on Twitter. Well, I don't blame Cardi. If I was Cardi, it'd be on site too. Anytime I see Nicki, if she talking about my child, but she didn't. She didn't talk about your child. So why Why is this a thing? I don't understand. Let's see. Nicki was baiting Cardi, knowing she fall for it, making Cardi look bad. Yeah, and maybe so. I would say that she was probably baiting her. And I think that oh hi Zedius. And I think that she probably did know that Cardi would take the bait because Cardi tends to act like a hood rat, you know. And I can't say that she made Cardi look bad. Cardi allowed herself to look bad. Cardi made herself look bad, you know. Cardi needs to understand that she's not in the strip club anymore. She's not in the hood anymore. And she needs to drop the hood antics, I think. Now, some people are going to say, well, shoot, that's how she made her career. That's her brand. Her brand is ghetto. Her brand is hood or whatever. Some people might say that. But I think that she'll be a lot happier if she leaves the hood antics alone. Cardi and Nicki both are people who go on Twitter looking for people who talk about them. You don't even have to at them. And now both of them have these huge stan bases and people who just back them up no matter what they do. Everything they do is great. Their shit doesn't stink. I love me some Nicki. I love me some Cardi. And they'll have people who are just giving them all kinds of praises on social media all day long. Just typing, oh, you're beautiful. I love what you're wearing. I love your hair. I love your makeup. I love everything about you. But then they'll go, though, and look for that one person. Hey, Cobra, how are you doing? Thank you for coming in, or for not coming in. But they'll go and look for that one person who had one thing negative to say, and then that's who they're going to respond to. What do you mean, bitch? And then, oh, Lord, God forbid, Cardi B's sister sees it, and, you know, Hennessy, and then they start double teaming somebody. I cannot stand the two of them together. But they both are guilty of doing some stupid shit when it comes to the social media shit. And Cardi, I think would be a happier person if she would just unplug from social media. Um, she gets into so much beef on social media and like not even with other industry people, with just regular ass hood chicks in strip clubs. She's spending, you know, time arguing with people. I do have money, and posting her bank account so that she could prove that she had the money to pay for these cars, you know, that they got after she had her baby. Like, why are you doing this, girl? Like, you should be somewhere living your best life, being drama free, you know, whatever. But she's making her life so difficult when it should be so much better. Like, you struggled, you were in the projects, you were in the strip club, you worked your way out of love and hip hop relatively easily. You got all these people in the industry behind you, but you want to stay in the gutter and do hood rat shit, and nobody can make you not want to be that. Nobody can make you not want to do that. Let me see. King says, don't matter what people think of Nicki or hates on her, but I'll support her forever because she's from Trinidad and Tobago. Hey, well, you gotta support your countrymen and country ladies. I don't blame you. You should support her. That's something that's near and dear to your heart then. And I know that you're a very loyal and supportive person, so I'm sure that Nicki has your support until the day that you die. Chandra, your text messages are killing me, but thank you for the update. Let's see, but who would want to work with someone unstable like that over a tweet? Yeah, I agree. Let's see, Nicki got, okay, let me see, what are y'all saying? Hold on. Hold on. I'm trying to catch up with these comments. I don't want to miss anybody's comment because I think that this is the story that everybody came for. Let's see here. Okay. Animation says that's where the knot came from. Cardi was trying to get Nicki, but she was surrounded by security. Okay, that's what I've been hearing. Yes, and Spammy, I'm still drinking my cup of coffee. Spammy's on her third cup of coffee. They were saying that's why Cardi was throwing a shoe before the camera rolled. I'm lost, poetry. Hold up. Let me see here. Yeah, Nicki acting like a new girl and not someone who been here forever. Yeah, Nicki is acting. Yeah, she is acting like she doesn't have some years in the game. I don't get it. Let's see. Yeah, I heard that PewDiePie has a whole lot of subs. King, I just don't know anything about him. That's all that I ever hear is how many subs he has, but I don't know like what he does. But I hear people talk about him all the time. Um, let's see, I like it like that, but Tito Puente track, huh? And whoever that guy was rapping, Cardi sound like a child rapping. Wait a minute, I'm missing something. I'm sorry that people are cursing you out on your live, Grady. Let's see here. Daquan says Nicki worth 70 million anyways, 10 million more than Latifah. Even she got enough. Yeah, and I mean, all these girls, they both have money. I don't know why they can't just be comfortable with their money and sit down and not have all this drama. Um, it seems really stupid to me. Let's see here. PewDiePie has done some very stupid things, but I still think he's a good guy. Okay, see, I don't know anything about anything he does. I don't know who he is, what he looks like. I don't know anything about. Let's see, Cardi needs to talk to J-Lo about getting out that Bronx life. Ha ha. I'm kidding. J-Lo is a bomb. I don't know much about the Bronx. Now that's funny because yeah, I don't know. Yeah, J-Lo managed to, but I don't know if J-Lo was quite as street as Cardi was from the beginning. She needs to talk to somebody though. She needs a freaking mentor. Let's see. Her Rhino Boy just says Cardi is dumb as fuck. Okay. Tell us how you really feel, Rhino Boy. Chandra said all those people are fake to me. To them, all publicity is good publicity. I agree. Hey Bondi Gaming, I didn't know you came in here. Thank you for coming in. Thank y'all all for coming in. This is gonna be the last story. I wanted to see if I could make it to 2 hours with my tea, and I even had my grapefruit juice for backup because I am not feeling great. But yeah, I do agree with that, Chandra. I do think that this is an age like where all publicity is good, and people have always said that, but I don't think that people have always really lived like that. Because I was saying, like, as far as like even looking at Mac Miller's death, he, let's see. Oh, okay. So who did some? Okay, you're saying that Cardi redid the "I Like It Like That" the Tito Puente song. I didn't know that she redid that. If that's what you're saying, just as handbricks. Okay, gotcha. Okay, now we're on the same page. I thought that maybe you were talking to somebody else. I'm like, what, who? I didn't say nothing about Tito Puente. Like, hold up. Okay, I got you now. So yeah. Okay, so to Chandra's point that she feels like everybody's fake and people just think that any publicity is good publicity. And I think that today it kind of is that way because I don't know, are people more stupid? Or is it just that millennials don't care? Is it that younger people don't care? Because I still think that old fogies like me, we hear things and we're like, ugh, I don't want to support them anymore or whatever. But I kind of feel like younger people are just like, oh, really? I heard someone's name. Let me go and support everything that they're fucking doing. Like, it doesn't matter if they're doing something, good or bad. But I feel like, okay, like I was saying earlier, we were talking about Mac Miller's death and him dying of a drug overdose. And I was, my only opinion on it, because I didn't even know who he was until he died. I'd never heard his name. So my only opinion on it was, I hope that these other younger rappers who like to use drugs take heed and don't lose their lives to a drug overdose, because I feel like drugs is so prevalent in the music industry, period, but especially in rap culture now. I mean, people rap about the drugs that they use. They rap about being high while they're rapping, and and weed is one thing, but y'all, they're on some super duper strong shit, and it's damn near like you gotta be fucking high on some strong shit to even like some of this music that's out. But what I was saying is that, like, when I was growing up, like all these artists who were using drugs, like in the 80s and the 70s, they didn't make it public that they were using drugs. If we found out, it was because they got arrested and it became a news story, or else we found out 20 years later watching Unsung, like, oh shit, all of the Ohio players use cocaine? I didn't know that. Like, it wasn't anything that they promoted. So I think that there were things that, we did think was bad publicity. We didn't just let, or the artists then didn't just let everything about themselves get out. They tried to maintain some type of image. And we, as consumers of their music, would judge if we heard things that didn't sound quite right. And we can talk. Did anybody here watch the Bobby Brown story? If y'all watch that, we can talk about that too, because that's a perfect example. Looking at Whitney Houston. Hey, really, bitch, I've been gone for a couple of weeks. I know I need to get to your channel. I've been off of YouTube for a while because I've been sick. But I thank you for popping in here. But if anybody in here watched the Bobby Brown story, he talked about, the drug use that he and Whitney Houston both engaged in. And we didn't have a clue. Oh, okay, you did a review. I'm gonna watch your review. Really Bitch reviewed it. So if y'all did watch the movie and want to see a review, go over to Really Bitch's channel. Yeah. I question. Okay, so I just saw Justice Hambrick say that his sister said the movie was fake. I thank you. I appreciate it. I'm feeling somewhat better. I have a little ways to go, but I am feeling much better than I did a week ago for sure. This particular sister always has something to say. And so maybe I will feel more prone to believe her if some of the other siblings come out and say something, or his children, or someone else close to him comes out to say something. I know that she does not seem to be very fond of Bobby's wife at all. The sister said that Bobby's wife is fake as fuck, and she doesn't like anybody with Bobby Brown's blood running through their veins, and so she didn't understand why his wife was painted basically in such an angelic light in the movie. That's not the way that she said it, but that's kind of the bottom line of what she said. And I feel two ways about that, because I kind of felt like the wife, there was a part of me that felt like she, because I believe that she had a hand in the movie as well, and I do feel like a part of me, a small part of me feels like she came in and tried to paint herself as the savior, But then I also look at the fact that since Bobby Brown has been with her, we haven't heard, now that doesn't mean he's not doing anything, but we haven't heard about him with all the wilding out antics that we used to hear that came with Bobby Brown. He's not getting arrested all the time, and I guess he's not cheating on her. I don't know. Like, we don't hear the things that we used to hear about Bobby Brown since he's been with this woman. So, I don't know. But I do think that his sister is an attention whore herself, and for her to come out and say she's gonna make her own movie, girl, we don't want to see no Bobby Brown's sister movie. Like, unless I guess she's going to retell his story. So I guess she's going to tell his story better than he told it. I hope she's not talking about making a movie of herself, because we don't care. So I don't know. Let's see here. Oh, Chandra says she hadn't even heard the story till she came in here, and she's on Twitter. Wow, you're talking about the Cardi B, Nicki Minaj story? You hadn't heard it till you came in here? I agree, King. I agree that Cardi B does need a break from social media. I think she probably needs a permanent break from social media because she just gets on social media and acts a fool. Let's see here. Hold up. I'm trying to get the comments. Oh, you really, bitch? You told Cardi B that she needs to turn her comments off. She probably got mad when she read that. Let's see here. I used to think my generation was the best ever. Now I think we're the worst. How old are you, right up boy? I don't even know how old you are. They making their own stuff using household cleaners and shit. Oh, with these drugs, yeah, yeah. Oh, you're 24. Wow, you seem wiser than that. I don't want to say you seem old, but the listening, reading your comments sometimes, I just assume you were a little bit older than that. I figured you were gonna say you were in your 30s. Um, He should have listened to his own words. Life is precious. Ain't no need to go and kill yourself. Oh, rest in peace, Matt Miller. Okay, so Chandra, you knew who he was then, I guess, because I don't know any of his words. So I'm guessing for you to say that you mustn't know him. I'm impressed. My sister is hipper than I am. Let's see here. King says, on the bright side, I'm gonna still support my hip hop artists. LOL, not a hater. I know you're not a hater. You support everybody, King. Let's see. My sister says she loves Nicki more than Cardi. Oh, your sister's in there with you? Tell your sister we said hey. Tell her hey from the USA. Okay, and really, bitch, again, she dropped a review on that Bobby Brown story. So if y'all wanna check that out, go to her channel. Hammer says, as far as the drugs, they are using the 5-hour energy drinks to make stuff now. We have to ID at one of my jobs for that. Oh my goodness. What the hell are they doing? What kind of drugs are they making with 5-hour energy? I wonder what they're mixing with it. I guess some kind of upper, something like a speed or something to get your heart rate going. That's crazy. Search black man protects pregnant woman. Check it out live. Oh, animations. I know what you're talking about. I haven't watched it yet, but I do want to watch that. I saw that. That'll maybe be a good one for me to talk about next week. Maybe I can. Is the video very long? Because if not, maybe I can show that during my live stream and talk about that. Some super lean. That's what they rap. Wow, I hadn't even heard of super lean. I've heard of lean. I didn't know they had a super lean. Damn. What does lean do to you? Because I've been watching Power. I see that little boy Tyreek drinks lean, or he was on Power, and I guess it kind of just made him drowsy. I don't know. What is lean and super lean supposed to do to you? I don't know if they have one or not. Man, y'all, okay. Okay, so this is not a story, but I did hear that Mary J. Oh, makes you slow. Okay, thank you, right up boy. I think it's sister. Yeah, I remember, and that's something that I hear like in Texas. And that's the way people like talk about syrup and shit here. And I don't know what the fuck it does, but yeah, it does seem like I associate it with being slow. Animations, that's how black bro. That's how black is, bro. I'm black and protect my friends. Yeah, I gotta see that. So, King, have you seen the video that Animations is talking about? So did y'all? Okay, I heard that that Mary J. Blige and Faith Evans got into a fight at P. Diddy's party in the Hamptons over like the same night that Cardi B and Nicki Minaj got into this fight. And so I haven't seen any footage, of that, and I am hoping that that's just some crazy rumor that somehow got started, because I don't want to think of either of their old asses in a physical altercation with each other. And I never knew they had beef. I mean, I don't keep up with either one of them like that to know or whatever, but that's absolutely ridiculous if that is true. Let's just throw it out there. If Faith Evans and Mary J. Blige got into a fight, who do you think would win? Put Faith for Faith and Mary for Mary. I'm just curious who y'all think will win in a brawl between those two. Mary. I just think that's crazy, y'all, if they were out there fighting at a party. And then the funny thing is, last year, Diddy had a party in Miami. And Ra Ali, this chick who was with Nicki Minaj last weekend at this, Harper's Bazaar party, she got into a fight with somebody at that part, with Sky from Black Ink Crew. She got into a fight at one of Diddy's parties last year. And so I was like, this bitch is always around when some drama breaks. So if y'all ever go to a party and y'all see Ra Ali, either leave the party or stay the fuck away from her, or have your phone positioned so that we can get some good video, because something is going to go down. Anything else y'all want to talk about? I don't know of a whole lot, because I haven't watched any TV. I've been in the bed. Hey, Will's World Media. Oh my gosh, I'm about to end this stream. I've been gone from YouTube for a couple of weeks, but I'm going to get back, and I'm going to get back to watching y'all's videos and supporting channels and making my own videos. The police officer. Oh, I'm glad you mentioned that. And that man's from St. Lucia. Yeah, I had to take a break because I was sick. That's the only reason. I love YouTubing. I wouldn't have taken a break if I hadn't gotten sick. And I just gained monetization eligibility for my channel like 3 weeks ago. And like, oh, I want to build off of this momentum now and keep going. And I'm still eligible, even without making videos for these last couple of weeks. But I haven't applied for them. Thank you. I appreciate that. Wilbur, I haven't applied for my monetization yet. But, let's see. You're going to be MIA for a while. Classes are back. Oh, thank you. I appreciate you, Just Handbricks. Justice Handbricks and Rido Boy, like, they were here with me from the beginning when I only had, like, I would, like, on a good day, I'd be like, oh no, 4 people came to my live stream today. Like, you'll never believe it. And then King came a little bit later, but yeah, like, they've been here with me like forever, and I appreciate it. Justice Hambricks has started her channel over so many times, but I am just like really thankful for everybody who's here right now, because like I said, I've been gone for 2 weeks. It's a million fucking channels on YouTube. Y'all don't have to wait for me to come back. Y'all can find other people to watch. So it means a lot to me that, y'all came back for me today. So yeah, okay. This is a story that Uno actually told me about that wasn't late. But Dallas, a police officer walks into a man's apartment and assumes it's her own. And when she sees him, I guess she thinks he's an intruder, so she shoots him and kills him. And there is still a whole lot to this story that I don't know, that I don't understand, and that's one of the reasons that I didn't just put it up as one of the things to talk about. Because when I saw later on that someone was posting a picture, someone had posted a picture of them together, him and her and 2 other women, like, and they're all smiling, standing next to each other. She's standing right next to him. I also heard that they were dating Justice Handbricks, and or if they weren't dating, they were at least having sex. People were saying they were possibly talking to each other and she was a jilted lover. That's what I'm hearing too. Because I just don't understand how you walk into an apartment and unless this person had identical furniture and identical family photos, you thought that this was your apartment. From what I understand, she lived on a different floor in the same complex. Um, Again, she was white, he was black, so unless she thought that, and like I said, he was also from St. Lucia. So unless, she saw a picture on the wall and was thinking, wow, I don't remember Granny being so tan when we went to the Caribbean, in '86. I don't understand how that happened. She didn't give the key back and got him. Now, and I've heard different stories on even that. I have heard that she walked into the apartment, in which I'm like, okay, if it's not her apartment, how could she just walk in? But then I've also heard that she knocked on the door and he answered the door and she blew his brains out. So I don't know what happened. I really don't. And I haven't heard anything from her. I haven't even heard what her name is yet. His name was all over the place after it happened, but I haven't heard what her name is. But I'm sure that some more is going to come out about that, and when it does, I will take some notes about that and talk about that in a live stream. The apartment keys blink red when you try to get in the wrong place. She was saying, open the door, and when he opened the door, that's when it happened. See, I don't know what... It doesn't sound right to me. I feel like she killed him in cold blood, and I'm willing to, at this point, believe the story that she's a jilted lover. Folks were saying that pic ain't her, but then no one knows who she is. Houseway, yeah, exactly. So I don't know what to believe because there's just too many details that are left out. Nothing that I'm connecting makes sense. So that was another reason that I hadn't talked about that. Anything else I want to talk about, or do I need to go over some of the stuff that I already talked about? Because I don't mind. If you saw a hashtag and you came in late and you want to discuss something, we can. My dogs are asleep, and it's not quite time to feed them, so. Thank you, King. Okay, Justice Hambridge has to roll. Thank you so much for coming in. I appreciate you. We're at 2:22. We can take it to 2:30, and I'll cut it off. But let me know if there's something y'all want me to talk about. Sammy's baby daddy died today. So we think she might be feeling the vibes. Okay. So yeah, y'all let me know if y'all want me to talk about something. When is the game? I'm gonna do the game next week because, like I said, you came in late. I hadn't prepared anything. All I had was just some little bullet point notes for topics. I'm just going off the top of my head, things that I saw, trying to go by what I remember. But I didn't make notes. I didn't write a game. I literally didn't get out of bed for over a week until today. Today is the first time I've been in this office in a long time. You need to win. Uno was just like, man, I'm glad to see you in the office because I've been sick. I've been struggling, sick. So, excuse me. Let's see. Hi, Rinda's World. How are you doing? Thank you for coming in. We're about to end the live stream, but y'all feel free while we're here. Promote your channel, support channels, let them know you're supporting them. You might get some support back. Y'all know I'm big on that. That hasn't changed. Let's see here. Whew, excuse me. Let me try this. Hold up. I just want to see. Now that I have my computer back, I want to see if this will work for me. I'm going to drop my PayPal link into here, because y'all remember I always had my moderators doing it, but I think I can do it now. I don't know if it's going to work. This will be my first time ever trying. Okay. Does that come up as a link? Is that a live? Well, somebody. Okay, that looks like that's a live link. I just dropped my PayPal link. So all of you hit that PayPal link and give me all of your money, and then we'll go on and end this stream. Okay? No. Okay, it works. So, animation's real. Send me your email, and so now I can go in and copy and paste myself because I'm on my computer. I mean, I was using another computer before, but like this computer, I can do everything I need to do. Um, are you saying what is the game? My IDGAF game, King, my scavenger hunt game. I think that's what he's talking about. Mm. Mm. Congratulations, Renda's World. Renda's World is getting married in 40 days, y'all. Congratulations. Um, That's exciting. Yeah, I have not been on I haven't been on YouTube either. Renee, how are you doing? Oh my gosh. I'm getting ready to end the stream, but feel free to come in, promote your channel, and support other channels. Let them know you're supporting them. You might get some support back. We have 5 minutes to go. Is there anything that y'all saw a hashtag that y'all want me to go over? There will be t-shirts. All right. I'm good too. Thank you. I'm better now. I've been sick for a couple of weeks, and that's why I've been gone. But I'm back, and I'm so glad to see so many of y'all coming back. I want to get back on it and build up, a strong base of loyal supporters and, just get back on track. I felt like I lost so much traction for my channel being sick those couple of weeks. Thank you. Was it more vegetable soup for dinner? I'm probably going to eat something that I shouldn't have, and that's just like when I'm sick, the only thing that I want is ramen noodles and with sriracha sauce, with like really hot sriracha sauce on them. Oh, thank you. Okay, Rinda came in and spreading some support. That's awesome. Congratulations though. That's major. She's getting married in 40 days. You go, girl. That's less than 2 months. Go head on. Um, let's see. Anything? Okay, we got 3 minutes left, y'all. What do y'all want me to talk about, or do y'all want me? I don't think I can sing today. Not that I can sing any other day. Oh, hey, that's all right. It'll be my second time too when I get married again. I don't know if I can sing today. Oh wait, does anybody here watch Power? We can talk about that. We can talk about the season finale if y'all want to. How are the workouts? I have done nothing. So I'm starting up everything again tomorrow, praying that I'll feel well enough to go on and get up and start again. Last time I found my prince finally. Congratulations. Hey, Renee will be on her third. Hey, that's all right. Third time's a charm. We just gotta keep doing it till we get it right. I I told my sister, I said, if I have a daughter, if God blesses me to have children and I have a daughter, I'm going to tell her the first time she gets married to marry for money. And then the second time to get married for love. And just be sure you get a good prenuptial agreement that allows you to get a good settlement for yourself. So when you meet the second guy that you love, y'all can both live off of your ex-husband's money. You know? We gotta look out for ourselves. That's how I should have done it. But I didn't. And I just think that women would be a lot better off if we would marry for money. So there. Y'all know, I'm kidding. Kind of. Let's see. Support small business. Yes. First time is practice. Exactly. That one doesn't even count. That's just a practice round. Oh, Lord. You work out the kinks and then you get it right. either the second or third time, or fourth, however many it takes. It all depends on when you get the man that acts right. Because it's always you men. We always do what we're supposed to do, but it's you men. Y'all don't be acting right. Y'all gotta act right, so we'll stay. Oh, Lordy. I have less than a minute to go, so I'm just bullshitting y'all. Um, okay. I think the next thing that I will do probably is a power review. Yes, the first one is practice. So yeah, y'all can just go grab y'all some little thought from somewhere and practice. Anyway, I'm being ridiculous right now. But I appreciate y'all for hanging out with me today. I really do. I have had so much fun and I have missed y'all so much. Y'all don't understand. I look forward to this on Sundays. I wish my ex had money. We all do, honey. We all do. Trust me. You're not alone. But yeah, I thank y'all for hanging out with me. Yeah, see you. Like I said, Renee wishes too. We all do. He couldn't afford to pay attention. Mine either. I understand. Been there, done that. So we know we don't go broke anymore. Um, um, y'all, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. I'm going to go on and hang it up for today. I think, like I said, my power review will be the next thing that goes up on my channel, and I'll be looking out on y'all's channels. I'm back in the game. I'm getting back there. Hopefully another week, and I'll be back at 100%. But I'm gonna try, y'all. I love y'all. Bye, Brenda. Congratulations again. Congratulations again on your upcoming nuptials, darling. Thank you. I appreciate it. I intend on feeling better. Love y'all. Thank y'all so much for the good chat, as always. And I'll be back next week. I'm gonna try to step it up, step it up, step it up. I'm gonna count down from 10. Be sure that no more comments to come in. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Oh, Bree Britt. I'm sorry you missed it too, love. We love you. Thank you for coming in. I'm counting down. It's over, but I love you. Bye, JC. Bye, gorgeous JC. And Renee and Rinda's World and Animations Real and Chandra Muhammad and My Twisted Light TV with poetry and everybody who came. I love y'all. Spammy was in here. Well, we had a good stream today. We had a lot of people come in, especially saying I've been gone this long. So I appreciate y'all. My countdown from 10. I love you too, Bree Britt. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bye, y'all. Love y'all.